Recording events. In the previous video, we looked at an overview of the 3 recording modes available in BRW 4. In this particular video, we're going to look at recording events. As usual, make sure that the biocam is turned on and that a chip has been inserted, and that your amplifier has been calibrated correctly. To adjust the recording mode settings, click the gear icon next to the recording button. Here we see that the default recording mode enabled is the RAW mode. By clicking the drop-down menu, we can go to Events. When we select the Events recording mode, only the events will be recorded and the resulting output will be exported to a BXR file. Let's begin adjusting our settings by adjusting the channel validation setting. Here we can select if we wish to discard noisy channels or not. At the moment, this setting has been enabled. Going down the pathway, we can choose to enable or disable the fast oscillations filter by clicking the button. Here we see that the filtering has been disabled, and clicking it will enable it. As we have discussed in the previous video, linked in the resources in the description, these settings can be further adjusted to optimize your data. Moving down the pathway, we can change the spike detection settings. Here, our spike detection filter has been enabled, and for more information on adjusting the spike detection settings, please see the video in the resources. For the purposes of our experiment, we're going to use the hard threshold algorithm and use a threshold of -60 microvolts. With these current settings, only the detected spikes will be recorded in a timestamp. If we wish to also record the waveform and the time before and after the event, we can enable this function here and adjust the pre-event and post-event time intervals. Once we are satisfied with our pathway and have optimized our settings, we can click OK. Now we see that the events recording mode has been enabled. And by clicking play and waiting a couple seconds for our settings and analysis to be applied, we can begin to visualize our data. By holding down Ctrl, Select, and clicking, we will choose 4 channels. As we can see in the raw traces window, the lines represent the spikes that are currently being detected. Additionally, looking at the MEA viewer, all of the white dots are representing spikes. Now that our online visualization of the data is to our liking, we can go ahead and click Record to begin the recording. Similarly, if we wish to enable LFP detection instead, we can go to the gear icon and click on LFP detection. Here we have enabled the LFP detection settings, and automatically the spike detection has been turned off. Here we can go and enable the slow oscillations filter and adjust our settings if needed. Then, going to the LFP detection, we can do the same. Once more, the events recording mode will only export to BXR file. By clicking OK, we can visualize our data. And then clicking the recording button will allow us to record our LFPs. If we wish to record raw data and perform the analysis at the same time, having an output of a BRW file and a BXR file, we can change the recording mode to raw in events. Here we can see that our LFPs detection and slow oscillation filters have been enabled, as well as the above pathway to exporting to a BRW file. Now that we see both of our chosen pathways are blue, we can click OK and begin recording.